Good evening, and I welcome you back, students. We will be discussing very important question answer sessions for the coming G paper, and for other exams. Before that, we are going to have a mindful meditation, guided meditation. We will be concentrating and focusing on our breath. You can close your eyes, sit comfortably on the chair. Sit comfortably on the chair. Remove any stress, any tension on any part of the body. Loosen your neck. You have a neck, some stiffness may be there. Loose your neck, loose your shoulders, loose your hands, do your body, and become aware of the chair on which you are sitting. Be comfortable. Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
All right. What will we do? First, there will be 3 deep breaths in. Inhale from the 2 nostrils and exhale from the mouth. What will we do? Inhale from where? Nostrils. Deep means as much as possible, so that our lungs and our body is completely filled with the air or the oxygen. So exhale from the mouth. Exhale from the mouth. 3 such breaths will be there. After that, I will guide you for a meditation, which will be focusing on our breathing processes. Okay? All right. When I will say 1, 2, 3, we will start with deep breathings. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale from the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Now you sit comfortably on the chair and take your attention to the 2 nostrils from where you are inhaling air. Reach your nostrils and keep breathing. Deep breathe in, deep breathe out. Now breathing in and out from the nostrils. Deep breathe in, deep breathe out. Few more such deep breathings. Deep breathe in, deep breathe out. Inhale from the nose and exhale also from the nose now. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Take your attention on the breath. Follow the breath and see where your breath is going inside the body. It is entering from the nostrils. Then it goes to the neck and inside the lungs. Become aware of the chair on which you are sitting. You are sitting on a chair. Become aware of the back which is touching the chair. Back, your back, which is touching the chair. Become aware of the feet which are touching the ground. Keep breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Become aware of any sounds which are coming to you from the room in which you are sitting. The sound of the fan, any other sound, any other vibrations reaching your ear from your home. Keep breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Some thoughts may be coming to you Doesn't matter. Let them go. Don't stop any thought. Don't stop any thoughts. Let them come and go, come and go. Come and go. Now again, go back to your breathe and follow the breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Now quieten yourself. Normal breathing. Continue normal breathing. Experience the vibration inside your body. Experience the air inhaling your lungs. Experience the air entering your stomach. Experience the air entering the entire body. Experience the air entering into all the cellular cells. Trillions of cells were made up of. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly and slowly. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Relax your heart. Experience the chest, that it, as the air goes inside, it's coming out, chest. Experience the heart motion, that how the heart is beating inside you. Pay attention to your breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly and slowly come back, and bring the awareness to your surroundings. Experience any sounds and vibrations coming from the surroundings, and slowly and slowly, normal breathing, breathe in, breathe out. Sometimes the breath is shallow, sometimes it is deep, sometimes it is looking difficult, sometimes easy. All this will keep on happening. Well, try to be smooth, gentle, and be kind to your breath, and slowly come back. Experience the changes which have taken place in your body. Now you rub your two arms, rub your two hands, and you can see the sound from your two hands, heat and gentle massage. Massage your face, massage your eyes, forehead, neck, ear. Pay gratitude and thanks to the God and the universe for the beautiful life we have, and our prayer that we will be doing very, very good in all the exams which we face in our life. And thank you all, and come back to the original position and relax yourself. Okay. All right. How you are feeling?
Good, sir.
All right. You will experience a lot of important things will happen. A lot of miracles are going to happen. Student, a lot of good things are going to happen. This is a very, very important technique, since I am working on them and learning them and taking classes on them. I know that they will give a complete healing to our body, and then we can improve our performance in every part of our life. Life is not a small thing that one exam and it is over. No, life is something very big, very huge. It has many, many parameters and dimensions. We must try to be good in everything. It's not that I have to pass one chemistry or one physics or one maths or biopaper. That is a part of our life, only small part of it. Bigger dimensions are there as we go and expand our life. So we are ready, students. We have activated our body. We have relaxed our mind. We have energy, and we can do better things in life. That's our objective, that our students should benefit a lot from us. and learn a lot of things which are not taught anywhere.
I teach things which nobody will teach you, that I can guarantee. Because I've taken large number of courses, read 500 books on life, and I am connected with the topmost life coaches of the planet Earth. I know what is happening in the world, students. We are not even anywhere around the world. People are working and giving a performance which makes them to go to the Olympics. I read about Olympic players also. Don't think they are ordinary people, but they were ordinary, they became extraordinary. Anyone can do it. That's my point. Certain basic things are required. Once you learn them, you can do it. Right from the childhood, students and people, they can go to any extent. They can go and compete in Olympics also, no problem. They have to prepare their mind, they have to prepare their body, they have to prepare their heart and soul for any work they want to do, and everything is possible. That is the motivation I provide to the students all over the world. Don't feel anything is difficult. Everything is possible. Got my point? Do you get motivated what I say?
Yes, sir.
Keep sharing these motivating thoughts with all the students. Our purpose is to help as many as possible, because we want our children to do the best. And 400 meters race has been won by our, you know the names of those. They are from very poor families, not even having shoes, and getting gold medals in 400 meter is not an easy thing. How hard it is if you see an athlete running and winning gold medal. You see, competition is only in seconds, fraction of seconds. Have you seen any such event? If you have not, go and see that. Watch the performance, you will see how small is the difference. How much mental power is required to do that. And don't think they are not working hard. The whole day they spend their time in improving their performance. They are not competing with anybody. They are competing with themselves. You don't have to compete with anybody in the world. You compete with yourself. Got my point? There is nothing
Yes,
to
sir.
compete. Everyone has his own life, so let them go. All right, coming to more important type of question answer session, passage based question. What do you mean by passage? Can you tell me what do you mean by passage? These questions have become very important nowadays. Students are saying, oh sir, passage, what is passage? There will be a paragraph and you have to read it and then answer some questions on that. Can I answer the question without reading the paragraph? Let me tell you, answer is no. So we have to read it, we have to understand it, and then carefully after that answers can be given. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, let us see. He says, read the passage given below and answer the following question. Let me see each and every line. We will mark those points which are very important. It gives a revision of the course also to us. What we are doing. What we are doing, students, we are preparing for something. And what type of preparation? Good preparation means we must read each every word very carefully. Oxidation of alcohol. Can you tell me what is oxidation? What is oxidation? What is oxidation? You have read about oxidation in chemistry right from 9th class to 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yes, sir.
What is oxidation according to you?
Sir, oxidation is the loss of electrons.
What definitions you have learned? What is when there is an increase in oxidation number? That's what you learned. Increase
sir,
in
increase in
oxidation number is
oxidation number.
oxidation. Alcohols to aldehydes. What do you mean by alcohol? If I say
OH group.
this is your alcohol, for example. ठीक है? If I write, for example, this compound, this is an alcohol,
Yes, sir.
and this is getting into aldehyde. That is what we are saying. This group is becoming CHO. This is example of oxidation
Oxidation.
in organic chemistry. I can calculate the oxidation numbers also and label it, no problem. And let me tell you why I am doing this. And once I do it, I always say read more. Did I say you people or
Yes.
not? Tell me. Why
Yes,
I
sir.
say read more? Because you have to study more. When an athlete is preparing for any competition, what the coach says to him, very good, very good. Then he says, this is not enough. You have to do more, because competition is there and there will be athletes better than you. And then how will you compete? They are practicing more than you. So naturally they will become better. Every time the life goes like that. So alcohol is partial oxidation. Is it partial oxidation?
Yes, sir.
Why partial oxidation?
Because, sir, if alcohol will be completely oxidized, then it will become carboxylic acid.
Carboxylic acid, because it can be further oxidized to carboxylic acid, that you know. All right, that's what we are trying to say. Aldehydes are further oxidized to carboxylic acid. That is also correct. And I can see that. Conditions required for making aldehydes are heat and distillation. Can you tell me what is the meaning of this? Every line has something in it, students. Those students who do good study, they know about it. Condition, what is there is a condition of every reaction. Without a condition, reactions are not going to produce what the products we write in a chemical reaction. You are familiar with that. What conditions, when I talk of what condition, you are saying temperature, pressure, catalyst, all these conditions are mentioned whenever chemical reaction takes place. The heat and distillation. Why did he write distillation? Can you tell me? I will try to understand each and every word, that will help me a lot. What is a distillation? What do you mean by distillation, students? Why he is talking of distillation? Something is there in it. There must be some meaning, otherwise he would not have written these words, heat and distillation. What you do in distillation in chemistry? Distillation is used for what purpose?
Distillation is used for purification.
Purification. On what basis you purify? And what you purify by distillation? Purification of what? What purification you are doing? What is the principle of distillation then? I come to that point. Are you separating some liquids? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If the difference in boiling point is more than 25 K.
Then, okay.
Otherwise you use fractional distillation. That's also part of distillation. We are not saying this. So why will they do distillation? Because as soon as aldehydes are formed, they have lower boiling points and they will be heated and distilled, because you will separate them at that point. Otherwise they will go further oxidation.
Okay.
Clear? Then aldehyde formation, the temperature of the reaction should be kept above boiling point and of the aldehyde and below the boiling point of alcohol. Above the boiling point of aldehyde and below the boiling point of alcohol. Okay? Because aldehyde will be formed, we will remove it by distillation. Reagent useful for transformation of primary alcohol to aldehydes are normally also suitable for oxidation of secondary alcohols to ketones. Can you tell me now, you have read so much about alcohols, what are the reagents which you have been using? What reagent you are using for the oxidation of aldehydes? For the oxidation of alcohols? There are primary alcohols and
The most common reagent is PCC.
Only PCC. Anyway, revise everything. That's why we are here. Every line will lead us to, I mean, how much knowledge we have acquired. And we are always short of knowledge. So we study more and more every time we open up. Every time I bring a question, you have to study more. This is very clear. Study is still incomplete. That's what I want to tell you. Students, is very important. So this is a primary alcohol, 1 degree. This is a secondary alcohol. When this oxidizes, what you get? Aldehyde. When this oxidizes, what you get? Ketone. Now what happens? What reagents you are using? Reagent useful for transmission to aldehyde are all normally I'm saying not always suitable for oxidation too. So what are those reagents? You have heard about chromium trioxide or something like that, or what?
Chromium trioxide, pyridine, and HCl, PCC. Then apart from that, copper also.
That is a dehydrogenation process. You have seen that. There is more to that. So you can study and study more. All right. There will be more information on that. Here is a further reaction which has been shown. This is oxidation. Primary or secondary alcohol gives aldehyde, chromium based reagent, activated DMSO, hypervalent iodide or TEMPO. R1 is alkyl or aryl, R2 hydrogen allyl on this. Okay. Anyway, this is a paragraph. You have read it or you want to read it more?
Sir, read.
All right. There's nothing much. It's a small paragraph. Okay. Following questions are multiple choice. Choose the most appropriate. Which of the following alcohols can be which of the following alcohols can be obtained from HCHO? You have HCHO. You want to prepare alcohol. Which of the following alcohols can be obtained from HCHO? Question: methanol, ethanol, propanol, or all of these? Can you prepare alcohols from aldehydes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. This is your formaldehyde.
We can react it with Grignard reagent. Sir, all of these.
It can prepare methanol. Yes.
Yes, sir.
It can prepare ethanol.
Yes.
It can prepare propanol.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the correct answer?
All of these.
All of these can be prepared. So the questions could be put in many ways. I mean, it's not necessary because students have to see that they may ask you, can you write the reactions for these preparation? You have 1 minute for everything. You see now, when you are with me, your register should be filled with your hands. That is the way we learn the things. Keep on doing, keep on doing. Keep on filling your copies. Keep on doing the reactions to learn. Reactions cannot be mugged. They have to be learned by writing and doing. So can you prepare methanol? How will you prepare methanol? How will you prepare ethanol? How will you prepare? Can you write the reactions for them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write down then. 1 minute you have only. Then I will proceed further. All right, this is an exercise. You can do it on your
Yes, sir.
notes. Then next question is on the screen, student. Next question is coming. You know what reagent you will use to produce different type of alcohols. There are methods for the preparation of alcohols from the carbonyl compounds. From carbonyl compounds to alcohol, which is the most important method? You know, Grignard's reagent.
Grignard reagent.
Okay, we can apply that and see. And the first one, methanol, is prepared by. What do you have to do if you want to prepare this? Reduction. If you will do the reduction, what will you get?
Reduction.
So all
Methanol.
reduction, oxidation, all these are we are doing in organic chemistry again and again. I'm telling you what are the reagents: strong oxidizing agent, strong mild oxidizing agent, then strong reducing agent, mild reducing. All this we are using. How do we mask the reaction, or where we want to stop the reaction? These are the conditions of temperature. All these things are important. Catalyst or everything. Next question. Ethanol can be converted into ethanol by ethanol can be converted into ethanol by
Thinner
what is this? CH3, CH2OH,
OH.
CH3, CHO. So what method you can use?
Treatment with pyridine chlorochromate.
Treatment with PCC.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
C.
PCC. Learn the reactions. Important questions can be asked. The compound that gives tri-bromo derivative on treatment with bromine water is on bromine water is the compound that gives tri-bromo derivative. What are cresols?
Cresol in which OH group and CH3 group are present.
So how many are cresols are there? What is this? Oh, sorry.
It should be tri-bromo derivative.
What do you mean by tri-bromo derivative? And what is that? Benzyl alcohol
Benzyl alcohol.
is a formula of benzyl alcohol. You write the products of all the three and see what you are getting. With bromine water, react this with bromine water, react this, what will happen? Write the reactions with bromine water and find the products.
Sir, it should be metacresol A.
A metacresol, why? What is the reason? Whatever reason we give, we should know why we are giving it, students.
Sir, because in case of metacresol, due to this
Due to what?
due to phenoxide ion, tri-bromo derivative will be obtained.
That is not the correct reason then, because this same question would be put in reason assertion form. I can put anything in assertion reason form. You see, this is how the questions are framed in the exam. One question I learned, then I learned 10 more things out of that. That is our objective. Otherwise, why we will spend so much time? If student have to answer one question, okay, as this out of 4-1, but how much, what you are doing, why you are doing this? What is the nature of the phenol? OH group. When OH group is there on the benzene ring, if I put OH group on the benzene ring, what type of group is this? What have you learned about it? What organic chemistry have we learned? If I forget about the cresol, if I say this is a group, then what happens? What I say, what do you know about OH group? When I put on the top of the benzene ring, what type of group is this?
OH group.
This is orthopara directing.
Orthopara directing.
And activates the benzene ring. Towards what? Because it will improve the negative charge at ortho and para positions. And then the electrophiles will be attacking at ortho and para positions faster. That is the basic nature of this. And that is why the question was given. We can't just answer a question without knowing what is the basic behind it. That must be known because the question will be changed. Now that since ortho, these are the ortho position, these are the ortho position, these are the para position. So you have only these three. Unless they are available, it cannot form tribromo. Tribromo cannot be formed at meta position. Meta is not activated position by the OH group attached to the benzene ring, I'm saying. Therefore, this is the correct answer. Every question needs critical thinking. Just don't try to guess anything. It has no meaning. See the point? We have to learn everything. We have to learn everything. Without that, no answers are coming, student. Very. Next question is coming. Which of the following species can act as the strongest base? Strongest base is saying. First, you draw the structures of the compounds which are given or whatever species are given, then only you answer the question. What is this OH? What is this alkoxide? What is this phenoxide? What is this metanitrophenolxide? Now, what do you feel? What is a base?
With a proton acceptor.
Here I'm using proton acceptor or I'm talking of something else. What is a Lewis base?
Lewis base which can donate a pair of electrons.
Then which can give the best electrons?
It should be an alkoxide.
What is happening? Why can't be these two? What happens here? Why we say this one?
Sir, phenoxide cannot be there because it is resonance stabilized, so it will not easily donate the electron pair.
You see that we have to understand everything. Here our group is electron donating students. This is increasing the electron density at this position. Whereas this is a electron withdrawing group. This is will withdraw the electron. It is not the question of it is withdraw. A benzene ring will is a electron sink. It will withdraw the electrons. So the electron density is less here. Here, the more the electron density, the more readily the electrons are available, the more they will be donated. So this will be the alkoxide ion. I have to think and find reason, then I will give the correct answer. This is very, very important. You can see that a small paragraph is given and questions are given of all types. There is no end to the questions. Any question can be put up. So, in 10th CBSE paper I was reading, declared by a board. There were paragraphs and the questions were not related to the paragraph, in the sense that was not even required to answer the question. So don't think that they can trick the students in many ways. There could be questions they can be answered without the paragraph also, when the questions are given. There's no limit to anything in the papers, I'm trying to tell you. That's why I say we have to study more. There is no other way out. Next question, arrange the following compounds in increasing order of boiling points. Boiling points you are given for propan 1 all, butan 1 all, butan 2 all, and okay, draw the structures and find the answer. Draw the structures and find the answers. No question be answered in a hurry.
Sir, it should be A option.
A option. What
Yes.
are the structures of these? 1, 2, 3 propane all. CH3, CH2, CH2OH. That is 1, 2, CH3, CH2, CH3. This is 2-butanol and CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. Pen down 1 all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is clear that the highest will be what?
Highest will be pentane 1 all.
Then only 2 choices are there, one of the 2. Then 2 are gone already. See, we know about it. So we have to take a decision between these 2. What is the difference? This is the lowest, that is also in both of them. Here only 1, 2 out of the 2 you have to choose one. So we know that wherever branching is there,
Boiling point
the
decreases.
surface area will become less. Then what is the correct answer? Then A.
A.
There are certain ways of answering the question. What we are trying to say that students have to use all types of intelligence. As they will practice more and more, then it will become more easier. Most of the 4 choices will end up only in 2 choices. If you want to save time, then it becomes possible only for those who have done large amount of practice. And those who have not done, then they are only guessing in the paper. Okay. Now he's saying, read the passage given below and answer the following questions. Okay? Read the passage. First, why do I do so much brain exercise and all that? Because student, we have to concentrate and focus. Our mind is not working. We are not, because we are tired. We are exhausted. What I feel sorry is that all the students are exhausted completely. And their energy levels are very low. वो गिर रहे हैं, ऐसे बैठे बैठे गिर रहे हैं कि वो सुबह से शाम तक किताबें इधर उधर पढ़ रहे हैं. वो ठीक नहीं है. मैं सारा दिन किताबें पढ़ता रहूं, मेरी एनर्जी खत्म हो जाएगी, मैं गिर जाऊंगा बैठे पे. तुम्हारा वही हाल है सबका. Am I wrong? मैं फैक्ट्स बताता हूं. I know I am not blaming any child, because if they are overworking, they are exhausted. और वो माइंड शट ऑफ हो जाता है, माइंड शट हो जाता है, वो काम ही नहीं करता, पढ़ ही नहीं पाता. इतना बड़ा पैराग्राफ आ गया, उसको देख के डर जाता स्टूडेंट. और एक ऐसे एक क्वेश्चन सीधा सा लिखा है तो वो बहुत आसान है, वो सब कर लेंगे. मैंने गलत बताया? बोलो.
No, sir.
मैंने कोई सिंपल सी चीज लिखी है, वो सब स्टूडेंट हंस कर लेंगे. जैसे ही मैंने कोई पैराग्राफ दे दिया, रीजन असर्शन दे दिया जिसमें दिमाग लगेगा, उसमें आउट सब. क्यों? माइंड इज टायर्ड, माइंड इज एग्जॉस्टेड, ओवरवर्क कर चुका वो. तो मैंने नई टेक्निक डिवाइस की है जो कोई भी नहीं कर रहा अभी. You have seen I am changing my method of coaching. Why I am doing that? I have experienced large number of students. I feel they are completely exhausted. First, they should refresh themselves. Refresh का एक बटन होता है ना, refresh. भाई इनको पहले नॉर्मल स्टेट पे ले आओ, फिर क्वेश्चन पूछना. आपने एग्जाम में बैठ गए, नॉर्मल स्टेट में नहीं हो, क्या आंसर करोगे? आप कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे. माइंड टायर्ड है, वो सोच नहीं पाएगा. इफ इट कैन नॉट थिंक, आंसर सारा गलत ही होने वाले हैं. जो स्टूडेंट क्लैरिटी से करेगा, रिलैक्स्ड वे में करेगा, उसे समझ आएगा क्वेश्चन, वो करेगा. जिसे समझ ही नहीं आएगा, वो क्वेश्चन का क्या आंसर करेगा? तो ये एक बेसिक मैंने डिवाइड मतलब इन्वेंट किया है मेथड, जिसे मुझे पता लगा कि इससे बहुत इंप्रूवमेंट हो रही है, और इसीलिए मैं ये सब कुछ कर रहा हूँ. विच इज टोटली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम एनी टीचिंग मेथड्स. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू बी हार्श विद द स्टूडेंट की उनके ऊपर प्रेशर डालूं. प्रेशर डालने से वो कोलैप्स हो जाएंगे, गिर जाएंगे, पेपर से पहले ही गिर जाएंगे. मैं उन्हें रिफ्रेश करना चाहता हूँ, उनके माइंड को दोबारा से नॉर्मल स्टेट में लाना चाहता हूँ, ताकि वो रिलैक्स्ड वे में क्वेश्चन के आंसर कर सके. क्या ये बात सही है या गलत है? जल्दी बताओ. टेल मी, इज दिस करेक्ट और नॉट? व्हाट यू आर सेइंग? Should the student be relaxed or not at the time of exam? कनेक्शन कट गया क्या? नेटवर्क का कनेक्शन कब कट गया है स्टूडेंट्स आपका? दोबारा से ज्वाइन कर लो. ज्वाइन. All right, we are answering question based on passage, based on paragraph, students, and we have to join and answer the questions. Read the next paragraph. Read the passage and answer the following question. Aldehydes and ketones are accepted. All right, you are back, students. Are you connected?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So read the passage given below. Answer the following. Aldehydes and ketones are especially susceptible to nucleophilic addition because of the carbonyl group is polar. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
You have C double bond O. What happens? This, you know, what we say, CO minus plus. ठीक है? A positive charge on carbonyl makes it reactive towards this is positive nucleophilic addition reaction. This addition is catalyzed by acid. The greater the electron efficiency at the carbonyl carbon, greater is the nucleophilic addition. More positive charge, more is the nucleophilic. The minus I group increases while plus I decreases the reactivity of the carbon. The following questions are multiple. Choose the most appropriate answer. So first thing is to understand the paragraphs. Then we can answer the questions. Have you read the paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which of the following is most reactive to give nucleophilic addition? Which of the following is more reactive to give nucleophilic addition? What do you have? CH2, C double bond OH. Here you have fluorine, chlorine, bromine. Which is the strongest? F. Most electron.
F.
So which will make the carbon most positive?
F.
So what answer should be there?
A.
All right. We have to think, then we answer the question. This is very important, that no question can be answered without thinking. You have to draw the structure and see the paragraphs are given. We have to read them very carefully and answer the question. What is the most important reaction of carbonyl compounds?
Um it was cyanohydrins, acetal,
Did I ask
hemiacetal,
that? I have not asked any one reaction. What?
nucleophilic addition reactions.
Okay. What which they are writing again and again. You know, such questions are going to be there. Try to read the statements very carefully and paragraphs what they are talking. Nucleophilic addition reactions you are aware of, then what will happen? That this is sp2 hybridized, and what will happen? Then you know what happens when nucleophilic addition, then there will be 4 bonds. It will become sp3 hybridized, and nucleophiles will add. Nucleophiles are going to add, you know, in this. So this depends on how positive this carbon is. That is what we say. The more positive it becomes, the faster the reaction, most reactive. So this type of questions are always there in the paper. Next, carbonyl compound show nucleophilic addition. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With HCN, NaHSO3, CH3, HCl, all of these. Now, what is the purpose of all this? You should be able to write the reactions and see that nucleophilic addition reaction of carbonyl compound is very important. There will be at least one question on that. So write the reaction with HCN, write the reaction with NaHSO3, write the reaction with CH3, HCl, whether it is possible or not, or what is the correct answer then. You have 1 minute to write all the equations and reactions and
Yes, sir.
practice and revise. All these reactions are important. They must be done by all the students. Revise it.
Sir, all of these.
All of these. Can you write the reactions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is this reaction known as?
With HCN, it is known as cyanohydrin.
Hmm.
With NaHSO3, it was hydrogen sulfide addition product.
What is this?
And with the CH3OH, it should be hemiacetal and further acetal.
Acetal formation. They are very important reactions. You know, it needs HCl for the reaction to take place. And the question is why they need HCl for the reaction to take place. All these questions become important. Be careful, and you have to learn all these reactions. Without learning, no answers can be given. Learn. This is important. Such questions are going to be there, so be careful because they will be asked to you. Which of the following carbonyl compound is most polar? Most polar. You can draw the structures of them and see.
Yes, sir.
What is happening here?
Sir, it should be HCHO.
These are electron donating groups. And what will they do? There is nothing here. Carbon and hydrogen, almost no effect of this plus I effect. So then methanol. Select the least reactive carbonyl compound for nucleophilic addition reaction. You should draw the structures of these, then only we can find.
Yes, sir.
He's saying least reactive, not most reactive.
Should be, uh, it should be benzophenone.
Why? Least reactive.
Yes, sir.
What is happening here? Where the carbon is more positive, what will happen? Where the carbon is more positive, what will happen? Then that should be,
But sir, ketones, the two bulky R groups on the two sides will reduce.
what is happening here? Positive and negative. Positive and negative. This is electron releasing. The charge is important here. This is sp2 hybridized. Make it. This is not a sp3 hybridized. What is the shape of sp2 hybridized? You know, they are planar molecules. It's not tetrahedral. So from the top and below, the attack can take place. This is sp2 carbon. What is the shape of sp2 planar?
Planar.
Then, if something is like this, then top and lower positions are available. What is the problem?
Okay.
They are not coming from this side. So then this is the answer. Okay. Which among the following isomeric is most reactive? Which among the following isomeric is most reactive? Pentanol. You have to write the structures. CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. Isomeric is most reactive. CH3, pentane 2. Three.
Same.
Most reactive. Most reactive towards what? These are ketones. And
Yes,
what
sir.
about this aldehyde?
Aldehyde.
Then which should be most
So
reactive?
aldehyde should be most reactive.
So the answer should be A.
Pentanol.
All right, these are some of the ways, student, different type of questions we are trying to attempt. Then there could be paragraphs, there could be all types of questions. We'll continue to find more and more variety of question in our next lectures. So you can see that I'm trying to see that students don't collapse, so they are refreshed before they study. Because if we are not relaxed, then we will not be able to answer the questions. Our mind is very exhausted and tired. That is the reason I have devised a new way of teaching. I hope you will find it useful, whatever I'm doing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, then we will meet you in the next class. Please keep sharing our videos with your friends, and then I will see you in the next class. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you, sir.